Okay, so what is up, guys? In today's video, I'll be showing you how to build that house right there in Minecraft. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so you're gonna want white concrete, black concrete. You're also gonna want to go to the decorative stone category and grab deep slate tiles. Okay, so now we're just gonna outline the house. So I use deep slate tiles. You can use black concrete instead if you'd rather, or just whatever block you want to use. So we just want to make that shape right there. It is a 4x4 square. Now we want to move over 3 blocks, and on that third block, build a line that's 7 blocks tall. And then you're going to pull it out to where it's equal with that square right there. So we have a gap of 2 all the way around. So then we're going to do the same thing. Skip the 3, and then on that 3 block, we're going to, add 2 blocks there. Make sure we have a 2 block gap all the way around. And if you get something like that. So now we're gonna kind of do the same thing but off on the edge here. So yeah, since we already have that side, all we have to do is drag that out. So we just make sure we have that like 2 block gap at the bottom, and it should be fine. So yeah, and you should get something that looks kind of like that. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be using right now. So now what we're gonna do is gonna grab glass. You can use whatever colored glass you want. Right here I had white and then regular glass. I just wanted to see which looked better. So yeah, you can use whichever or just whatever color glass you want, but for this one I decided to go with just the normal glass panes. So yeah, and then we just go in and fill all that in with glass, and you get something that looks like that right there. So now we take our white concrete and we outline that shape, but we make sure we add another block of white concrete on the outside of it, so that like a tile shape we made out of, the one with the tile, is going to be set in 1 block from the white concrete. So you should have something like that. So yeah, it should look about like that right there. And now what we're gonna do is add 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. We're gonna add 9 blocks off of that one, and then just carry it on over to we're in line with that, and then just drag it all the way out to there. Okay, and right here I started to fill it in, but don't worry about that because we're going to mirror that like design or shape from over there onto this half. So yeah, we're just going to make, the shape of that. So you get a 4x4 square, in each corner. Right there I was off by 1 block, so it looked weird, so I switched it back to a 4x4. So yeah, and now we just do that same pattern. We skip 2, make sure there's a 2 block gap from the top there as well. And then we just, go to that third block, but there's a 2 block gap. And then we do the same thing here. We do that, those 3 times. And then we want to make sure that that matches up the right way. And yeah, I see, because for a second I thought it was too tall, so I knocked it down 1, but it wasn't, so it was fine. So here we just take that and then we carry it across. Basically just make sure there's a 2 block gap between all of them, and that'll make it look pretty good. So yeah, or make it look like this. So now what we're going to go through is fill that with glass. So just get rid of that white concrete if you put it there like I did. Under that we're going to put tiles, and the reason we're putting the tiles there is so when we go to put glass like we did over here, it's just not on top of dirt. You can use whatever block under it, but I think tiles works well since it matches with the design. So yeah, now we're just going to fill that up with glass, and you will get something that looks about like that. So that's where we're at right now. So we have right here, we're just going to continue off this box with white concrete. But when we hit there, we're gonna do that little thing, just extend it out 1 block more with the like the design right there. That way it makes it pop a little more. So yeah, you get that. And then right down here, we're just gonna extend that, and then we're gonna add 1 block there. So now we have this. So now we go through and fill that in with the white concrete. And then there we added like 4 to 5 blocks of white concrete, whatever you think looks best. But I think 5 worked well, so that's what we used that. Then we put 2 layers of tiles right there, so we get that type of look. So now we cover the top of it with the tile block. So we're going to do that right there. And we're gonna just add tiles there and then take it there, and then just keep going all the way around that. Okay, so now we go in and fill it in. This is gonna be our roof. So once you have that filled in, it should look something like this right here. So now what we are going to do is we are going to take our deep slate tiles and just make a little shape over here, just liven it up a bit. So carry that around the corner, make it 4 blocks tall. And yeah, you get that. So you want to take out that white concrete right there. And we're going to put glass. We're going to make it a window. And yeah, put, the 2 layers of glass. And then right here in this corner, we're going to take that white concrete block out and replace that with deep slate tiles. So we get that right there. So you should have something that looks like that. Now we're going to take our smooth stone slabs and we are going to just put a pattern on it. I did this pattern so you can copy it if you want. I just basically put it on the, different layer. I took the slabs and put them on different layers of blocks, just to make them look more interesting, vary out the distance in between them too. That way they don't look too even. And then I just carried that around the whole shape right there on the front. So yeah, you can do like the same pattern, or you can mix it up if you want to, and make it whatever you want it to look like. So yeah. Okay, and then I noticed that at the bottom it looked a little too low, so it looked a little empty is what I mean. So we're gonna add, just some slabs there. You can keep it the way you had it before if you want to, or you can add stuff down there to make it look more full. So now we're gonna start doing stuff like that on other sides of the building. So right there, we're just gonna do that right there, okay? And then we put one there. You can keep one there, take it away, just whatever you wanna do. And then right here, I also did that. And like I said earlier, you can do these whatever pattern or like order you want. Use whatever block you'd like to. I just made it with this and made it look like that because I thought it looked pretty good. So yeah, you can do it whichever way you want. And we just keep building that around the edge until we get what we want it to look like. You can do it whatever pattern. And yeah. Okay, so at this point, you should have something that looks kind of like that. So now we're going to take deep slate tile and just wrap it around the entire top of it. So yeah, that's what we're going to do here. Then once we get up to this corner, it's going to be a little tricky because of what I did in that last step, so I'll show you how to fix that. Okay, so we can't put tiles there because of the way it's lined up, right? So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and carry that on across from there. Okay, so we have that, right? But we have a problem. The tiles aren't even on the roof. So what we're going to do is just get rid of those slabs and then just going to fill in the tile right there. And we have that. It looks about the same, and yeah. Okay, and up here is very optional. Depends on what you want to do. But I took polished deep slate and switched it out with the deep slate tile because I like the look of the polished deep slate block. So I just went through and switched it out with that so you get something to look like that. But you can do that if you'd like to, or you can just keep it the deep slate tile block. I had it on the front with the polished deep slate, and then on back here it's just the deep slate tile block. So you can do whatever you want to do there. And yeah, what we're going to do here is we're going to take the smooth stone slabs and we're just going to match up those patterns with that wall over here. So yeah. So once you do that, we're going to take this top layer and we're just going to drag it all the way around because it should be where you can. So yeah, we're just going to take it all the way around the building, and then we should have something that looks like that. Oops. Okay, there we go. And there we go. So we have this right here. It's looking pretty good so far, but we still need to do something. Okay, you might be wondering, where is the door? So right here, we're going to take out that glass right there. So right there's where we're gonna have our door. So we're gonna take, if you use tiles or walls, just put a block across the top and then grab, I did glass, you can do whatever you want to do for the doors, but I took the glass panes and just took it out 2 blocks because I think that kind of looks like a open glass door, which is kind of cool looking, I think. So you get something like that. So inside we're just going to remove all of the dirt and put in our floor. So our floor is going to be made of jungle wood and birch wood. So you want to make a layer of 2 jungle wood all the way around the perimeter of it, and then you're going to want to take your birch wood and just make two lines of birch wood. So you get something like that right there. So now we fill in the rest of the empty spaces with the jungle wood, and you get something that looks a bit like that. So now we're just gonna do some lighting. So we're just gonna take some sea lanterns, fill it in on these empty blocks up around the top. So yeah, we're gonna do that there. And then this whole thing right here, we're going to go across the top right there. And we have this. And then here we're going to add more sea lanterns. And then in that corner that you see up there in the top left, we're going to fill that all the way up. Okay. And then on this wall right here, it looks kind of empty. The lighting's not great. So we have another white concrete block behind that. So we're going to take out that line and we're going to fill it with sea lanterns to help brighten it up a bit more. So yeah, you get something like that. You can do it any other way if you want. So out here we're taking birch wood. You can use any block that you want, but I just like the look of birch wood. And we're just going to make a layer around the house that is 2 blocks like off the side of the building. So yeah, you know, over there it was 2, then over here it is 2 as well. Okay, so we're just gonna keep putting like the 2 block difference. So right here it was just 1, so we're gonna, you know, extend it out a bit, make it 2. And with this, you want it to have those corners, like those sharp edges. So yeah, and then right there we're just gonna make it, you know, kind of gradual. But yeah, we just do that all the way around the building. You know, just trying to make sure we have a perimeter of birch wood that sticks out 2 blocks from it on like the main parts. Then on those little parts, like where it kind of curves into it, just, you know, do that whichever way you think looks best. But yeah, now we fill that all up with birch wood and you should get something that looks like that right there. So now we're going to take our jungle wood and we're just going to outline that birch wood, you know, so you can use whatever wood or whatever block you'd like to, you know, whatever works well with you in the way you're trying to make the house look. But yeah, we just outline that and you get something that looks like that. I think it looks pretty cool. So hopefully you can use this build in your Minecraft world if you want to. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.